Hello YouTube, I'm back again. It's been a long time. This is my Land Rover Defender 110 300 TDI. I bought it probably about 2 months ago. Massive project. I'm currently situated in Perth and I've taken it upon myself to restore this. It's a beautiful 5-door Defender with a very unique pop-up tent. That's one of the reasons why I actually bought it. It's a funny story actually. I'm constantly on Facebook Marketplace and I saw this pop up and I was like, definitely need to get in touch. So I nipped around and went and saw the woman who owned this and basically bought it there and then. It's got a lot of things that need work, one of them being this door. It was actually rolled and this entire side has scratches along it, but I've been slowly restoring this side of the vehicle. The roof tent, when I bought it, I didn't actually put it up. I just bought it straight away. And to my surprise, it's in stellar condition up there. It looks brilliant. And basically what I've been doing are the easy jobs, so just giving it a clean. But I thought I'd make this initial video just to give you a bit of an overview of the Land Rover Defender. I know you can't really see it, just the back end at the moment, but I'll give you a bit of a tour as well. Right, so here's the Land Rover. I've definitely spent more time on this side. That's why I'm starting with this side. Both the doors have had a sand down and respray, and hopefully you can see that. So I've got the pop-up tent up. I've laid down a little blanket for now. But this is going to change drastically in the future. I'm probably going to have a nice storage solution here. And just to show you how much room is up in this roof tent, it's pretty remarkable to be honest. You could probably fit 4 people up here if you wanted to. And there's these small windows here either side for air. And all the zips work on all the windows as well, which is also brilliant. This cable I think was a power outlet, so I'll probably fix it up as well. So this side definitely still needs some work. There's a lot of scratches on this side. I've restored that door to my best ability, but the good thing about this project is that it doesn't need too much work. In the past, I've spent a lot of time on older cars, just grinding off bolts and doing really rubbish sort of tasks that aren't enjoyable whatsoever, but this is actually salvageable and we can get this looking pretty good pretty quickly. I'm not gonna lie, this car has cost me quite a bit already. It's cost me more in mechanical repairs than it actually was to purchase this car. That's absolutely fine, but as you can see from these photos, the previous owner pretty much only drove this in diff lock, and because of that it's absolutely knackered the front diff and the transfer. I haven't got onto the rear diff to be honest with you, and I don't really want to at the moment. I've done some basic tests and it's okay. I will change a few things like the drive flanges and stuff like that in future videos. So showing you the back and inside of the Defender. It's got these really nice rear seats that basically unlatch. And when they're unlatched, they just basically give you so much more room to work with. A lot of people take these out and replace it with storage, but to be honest, I really like the look of the seats. So I'll probably be keeping them in this Defender. I don't need a massive amount of storage, especially when I've got that roof tent up above. So yeah, definitely keep them in. And this is how we're looking from the front. So I bought a new bumper and I've been given a new snorkel head. This is a Scorpion Racing snorkel head. I think it's a Land Rover company that used to do 4x4 racing probably about 10 years ago. These are the original seats that were in the Land Rover. And if I show you, it's got quite a cool pattern on. They're a bit stained. And I don't think the zips really work because they just haven't been cleaned in so long or haven't been unzipped. But what we're going to try and do is take the covers like this. This is the one off the actual mattress. Give it a proper clean. So I think with the rear, I'll probably put down some, like if you've seen my Series 3 build, which you probably haven't, put a herringbone floor in that. It was nice, but I think I'm going to go with something a bit more practical. Maybe I'll stick a roll of rubber down. That's what I'm thinking. Something a bit easier to clean. And I mean, the herringbone wasn't difficult to clean. It was more the carpet and stuff like that. You just get stains in it and it's knackered then. That's the final one. After a hot wash, these have turned out brilliant, really. I'm very happy with the results. All the stains I was speaking about have come out, so hopefully you can see how clean these are, really. So today's job is to sort out what's happening underneath the passenger side seat. There's essentially a ton of wires that are going from all places in the Land Rover to under the seat. Just like this one here, I'm not sure if you can see. This is just a positive and negative that was hooked up to some sort of connector that I can't make out. Maybe looks like a, I don't know, you tell me. It's this type of connection, I'm not sure what it is. So that was basically going under the passenger seat, just to the back seats. So I'm going to strip a load of these out and remember where they are. That's primarily why I'm actually recording this as well, just so I can potentially add these back in at a later point. If I show you what's actually happening underneath here, you'll probably have a bit of a shock. So here you can see the battery box under the passenger seat, so there's a lot going on there. This is the wire I was talking about. And what I'm trying to do is find the wire that's responsible for the compressor. To be honest with you, I didn't even know that was there. I was just tinkering around and I found it. The relay looks pretty new, it's down there. And then the fuse also isn't broken. So I'm working backwards and figuring out what wire here is responsible for that. Hopefully we'll replicate the setup at some point. I'm also trying to locate the horn at the moment under the bonnet. It's usually around this region or behind the light sort of cover. To be honest with you, I just can't find it anywhere. I think it's actually been removed. So I'm going to crack on with what's under here. I'll give you some updates and we'll see how we go. What a mess. So already we've made some good progress. There's a lot of room in here starting to make way. I mean, we're probably looking at 10 to 20-year-old electrics here, so it's taking pretty much everything out. A lot of these cables were burnt or broken, and seeing as essentially what they had was this positive that must have gone from, well, there was two positives actually. So one would have gone from, I'm guessing, one battery to the other, and then one would have gone from the leisure battery to the DC to DC, I'm not sure. But anyway, all of this fed off these, and they were connected on one end and they had no other connection, so it's safe to remove all the other stuff knowing that it wasn't actually doing anything. The car still starts and all that. There's really not that much more to strip away. The battery's also loose, just moves in place, and there's a bracket down there, so I'll stick that back on. Be cool to orientate that battery this way, so I could probably get another one in here. But also, if you're new to the channel and you do like this type of thing, please consider subscribing. I very much appreciate it. I will definitely in the future be making more videos like this. Said before, I've done some work on a Series 3. That was my first Land Rover project and it went pretty well. Oh, and before I forget, I bought these slide out drawers. So this is 120mm long. And then this one, a bit shorter, but it also has this fridge slide. Oh, it's not bolted in yet. And then this chopping board as well. So pretty neat really. So I want to figure out exactly where they're going to go. I think they are going to go there. And I'm going to try and match this black carpet and line the wheel arches with it. And then I'll stick something a bit nicer down this side, hopefully. So that's how we're looking for now. And I'll definitely do something with this back door. So I started with one job, as you saw. That was pretty much sorting out all these cables, which have been completely stripped back. You can see here all the old cables. I might reuse some bits like this, but pretty much everything else is knackered. And yeah, I started with one job and I've created a few jobs for myself as always. I've cleaned this out, taken the passenger seat out. The plan is to lay down a new rubber, so I'll take all of this off and replace that pretty much this weekend. But yeah, really happy with how this turned out. There's tons of room in here. I've left this cable here, which goes actually into the front, because I may wire some stuff up again, and I don't really want to run the wires if they've already been done. This is also not too bad, like it's nice and protected, and it's actually bolted. It goes through here and it's bolted along the chassis, so honestly that should be fine. So I'll stick the battery back in, and I think that's it for today. There's the seats. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and we will continue with this project in the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching.